All right, everybody, I'd like to welcome you back to EvilAnn Media. This is show number 3. I'd like to welcome Heath Kirkus onto our show. He's the redneck from down under. And welcome
under
back.
What?
You know what. Welcome back, Miss Stacy. And also, like always, our cameraman, the jury. All right, welcome back, y'all. Here we go. Jury's going to start us off with a topic.
What topic are we going to talk tonight? Redneck.
All right, we're skipping jury. We're going right to the redneck.
We're talking redneck. Redneck.
Let's see what you got down there, Boonhauer.
Well, you know, and I get down there and I do what I do, and you know, you get down there and dirty, and then you flip it over, and then you know.
What are we flipping over?
Well, you know, I
That
can't really
truck?
tell you. We can flip it over. I done that.
You know, God dang, man, I tell you what.
Ain't nobody going with anybody up there.
No, hold on there, Leroy.
Leroy?
Yeah, God dang, man, I tell you.
I ain't gonna tell you one more time, man.
I can only do my redneck voice for so long.
He's on, let me talk. Hang on.
Oh my God. Are we gonna have our own conversation down here, man?
Well, you know, I guess we're gonna have to, because man can't keep the voice.
That man can't keep up with him, man.
God dang,
No,
my
he
old boy
can't.
down there drink some water and eat some real beer down there. God dang,
Yeah.
tell you what, God dang, he
Already
Kirkus.
Hey, he said to hell with the bush, show us the mountains.
Yeah,
The mountains,
shit.
well, you
How you
know.
go flip it over? You ain't on top of no mountain,
Oh,
guy.
That's
I'm
right,
not
goddamn
flipping
it.
it over.
Flip that sucker
Oh,
over.
flip it over. You're going to
Flip
what's
it
under
over.
the mattress, though. You might find my Playboys.
Boy, did he say Playgirls?
No, you can't
That
flip that
Playboy.
mattress over. It's too crusted up together. It don't move no more.
Well, I sewed it together, though.
No, it wasn't
Uh-huh.
so.
Yeah, I'll
You
tell you what, there was a whole middle
You use
of
that
one
special
You need to
homemade
smack it up a
carpet you
little
got.
bit and rub it down.
Anyway, Miss Stacy, what do you think about Heath Kirkus, our redneck down there at the end?
No
Well,
comment.
yeah, you know what? Now, what I think about right here is that
Yeah.
I just love how we get one redneck on the show and it all comes out.
Ain't gonna be down on my phone.
So I'm sorry if you cannot understand half of what's going on, but
He
God
said
dang, man,
half.
coming around here, you gotta know what we're
Half.
talking about down here. You know what I'm saying?
We know, and it's still fun.
can we speak Mexican?
Go ahead. We might not
Go
understand
ahead,
it.
we
but-
Yo, Cuero Taco
Viva lo Mexico!
Bell.
Woo!
Taco Bell.
That's
Taco-
not how you do it, Grito.
Taco Bell.
No, we're doing Gritos now. Here we go.
Oh, go
Let's see
ahead.
what you got.
We're waiting. We're listening. Man,
I
like,
just shit my pants on the back.
man, that would be very
So-
interesting.
Now let's just go here. Heath, what is y'all's redneck talk of the month?
Need some air freshener.
Redneck talk of the month.
Yeah. What y'all got talking down there in the south?
Well,
See, he can't even
it's
think.
cold.
What?
Look at that. There he goes.
You've got
I
to give a
stuttered.
redneck a minute. You know, it takes a little bit to
Well,
process
you know,
up there to
there's light-
figure out what's
there's
coming
light.
out here.
There's a light on.
All right, he's got a light on.
But it's not my light. so
Well,
that's
let's see that light ticking there. Light, switch on.
That's
Switch
his
on.
idea.
Yeah. here
Well,
you
you
go.
know, we've been talking a lot about duct tape, and this how great it is. I mean, you can use duct tape. You ain't got no twine. You take it duct tape, roll it up, then you got twine.
Well, you know, a couple weeks ago we were talking about duct tape, but I believe it involves some blow up sheep.
We're not going to touch that
I don't want
subject.
to touch that subject at all, but
Because
duct
we
tape,
we had
duct tape
two-
is very bad. If
Did you
you're out
say?
there-
Did you say bad? He said but
It's
bad.
very bad.
Did you say but
No,
bad?
I don't say bad. I don't do that.
So, what would you use some of this duct tape for here, Heath?
What do I use duct tape for?
Yeah.
Well, it
Windows.
depends on the situation. Windows, door don't close.
The light that came off the car in your truck.
Yeah,
right?
light when it falls off.
I
or
have
if it
used
just
that.
Speed
moves.
tape.
The window.
Speed.
You
Duct
know,
tape is
speed.
speed.
Speed is bad.
Scott, what would you use duct tape for? Let me ask this here. We're gonna come down in just a minute. Go ahead.
I cannot literally say what I use duct
I
tape
think we know
for
from a couple weeks ago
because-
what you use duct tape for.
We don't need to be reminded.
What would
because
you-
no because there is a lady present.
Exactly. So we need to keep.
We're gonna
keys
keep
and the
it clean,
keys
and I'm not
everything
gonna
else.
say that I use duct tape to tape her up.
So Miss Stacy, now we're talking about taping you up with duct tape.
I was kidnapped. to
Where are
be
you?
here.
Awesome.
Help me!
This wine is not actually wine; it's just Kool-Aid.
I'm
So
drinking
what
Kool-Aid.
would you like to see duct tape used
Fancy
as?
Kool-Aid. Duct tape used as our own like American-made vehicles driving down.
So we're gonna drive duct tape nowadays.
Yes. You know what?
Now you have it, the brand new Ford duct tape.
Let's make a ship out of duct tape.
I think it would sink. Eventually,
Only if you hit an
some,
iceberg.
Eventually, some WD-40 alcohol would hit it and fall apart. That's all I gotta say.
No,
Did you say WD-40?
I
Yes,
made a boat in
WD-40.
shop class out of duct tape, and that sucker
I like duct
floated.
tape on my wrist today.
And there's another fan. You know,
Yeah.
we've got two fans. We're going from 1 to 2. So
Wait a
let's
minute.
just-
You forgot our
Hey, I
number
told you
one
stay
fan.
in the truck.
All right.
Well, the fan's there. It's not
Yeah.
moving. You know,
The fan.
the producer of the show put a fan in the stupidest spot.
I cannot believe that he put a fan.
Speaking of our producer, he was so kind to let me sit in today and take over, and
That's because he's.
he might be a little drunk, but then again, so am I. So let's talk.
That's not what.
I'm
what
trying to
I just want to know what the producer and the CEO of EvilAnn Media are doing with a roll of duct tape back there.
He's a
behind
fan
the
now,
scenes.
and he's trying to get a word in.
We're enjoying ourselves while we're watching my show.
I know we are. We're believe it or not,
Just go like
audience.
this. It's live TV.
Believe it or not, audience, we are watching the show behind the show. You will not believe what they're doing with
I
duct
swear
tape.
to God, they have got duct
Duct
tape,
tape.
electrical tape, and they're doing a
They're
Jonas show back
sitting
there.
in chairs, and you thought the Fountain of Youth was bad? I'm not even going to
Oh, the
describe what they're doing.
Horrible. Horrible.
Well, from what I heard on the last show in the car,
Is that
they're
like
trying to stay in the car.
The car? Oh,
seven rolls of duct tape.
Now, I gotta ask the fans
Black
real
Tape
quick.
Project.
Are y'all gonna use the back seat or front seat of the car this time?
Oh,
I use whatever the fuck I want to use. Next topic.
There you have it. Wherever the hell he lays it down.
he's using the tip.
Just a tip. Just
Just
a
a
little bit.
tip.
Just a little bit.
The tip of the car?
Just
Now-
a tip.
Well,
Yeah,
we
the
don't
car.
need it so far.
Tip of the car.
the
I
tip
wanna
of the
hurt.
car.
Yeah.
The tip of the
Now,
car.
goddamn, might
And when
tell
you're
you,
only
you can only
that
put a little
big
bit.
with your tip,
Hey,
You were
The,
talking about my tip.
a little bit bigger.
the tip, the whole thing's 2 inches, so you know how big the tip is.
it's like this big. It's like this big.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
Get kicked
Oh.
out of the studio.
Yeah.
let me ask you something, Ether.
Ether?
What would you prefer?
Why are you calling him Ether?
Heath Kirkus Circus. I'm trying
Why?
to talk to Circus down there.
Circus.
Oh, it's
Yes,
Toolbox.
because that's in Kirkus.
His name is
Oh, Circus.
Toolbox, gosh darn it.
Oh,
Oh wait, that's
Sorry,
when I'm
let me-
when I'm part of the rigging crew, not a star.
His name is a Toolbox.
He's a big fan now.
Yeah.
He's our third #1 fan.
So let me ask you this: when's the last time you went to a strip club?
Last time I went to strip club.
Shit, we ain't ever left, right?
Yeah. Just before I come here,
Just before you come
And how was it? Let me ask you, how was it?
it wasn't that great.
Were you down on the farm?
No, it's strip club I can afford. It's not that great.
So
Was it the White Rhino?
No, I'd rather not say.
Was it the
'cause
Rainbow
I could
Lounge?
shout out to the Rainbow Lounge because that's where Heath was before he came. You know what they say about the Rainbow Lounge? $5 anytime you want.
Did you say Tang?
anytime.
Any Tang?
Anytime.
Is
Like
it true?
Wu-Tang?
I don't know. I ain't never been there. My strip club's called Toshiba. And I get on there and look it all up.
Toshi, it's okay. His keys are not sticky. He has saran wrap over it. He is practicing safe keyboarding.
Let's just hand the
well,
rag
see,
down to
there you
Heath
go.
down there because,
Thank
you
you.
know.
He needs
Hey,
to-
would you like the computer too?
No, that's okay.
It's not a Toshiba.
See, that's another use for the duct tape. Put it over the keys and I write the little letters so I know where they're at.
Gosh, is that how you
Thank
spill it
God
off?
I'm
You
between
need-
you
you
and
need
him.
a keyboard, right?
Yep,
Gotcha.
that's
Okay. All right. So,
Anyhow,
anyhow, what do you got to say? Let's see what you got, Scott.
what do I have?
What do you have? What
I
don't you have?
have-
What don't you have?
What don't I have? Let's see here. Let me
Syphilis?
think. I got everything. No. No, I don't have
Doesn't have a
syphilis.
wiener.
I do have a wiener.
I've got to ask if there's anybody out there who has ever seen the jury's wiener. I've got to really know how big this thing is because he says it's that big around and about that long.
He's got that one hand.
Hey, I will not say and deny or confirm at all what
And
happened.
nobody saw your wiener?
Hey,
I really think
everybody's
he's still a
seen my
virgin.
wiener.
Everybody's seen your
I haven't seen
I've
his
got a
wiener.
big
Oh.
wiener.
I
ain't
haven't
no
seen
way.
it.
Whoa.
I saw his leg.
He saw his leg, but I won't even go on the subject where I
He
want to
had
go.
3 legs.
It's called a tripod. You're the one that texted me wanting me to bring my tripod.
I do have to say he
You
leaned
showed
over and
up.
fell.
I brought my tripod.
It's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working.
It's holding our camera from way over here.
I know.
Yeah.
That's.
She
Oh.
sat next to my tripod in the truck on the way over.
Did she sit on the tripod?
She didn't walk in here smiling.
Oh!
That's
So-
because she wanted to keep it on the down
No,
low.
she walked in here pretty quick and looked disappointed.
Yeah. Just
She
a little
walked,
bit.
she walked in and said, "The damn goats."
Cannot believe I got passed over for goats.
All she said she could smell in that truck was shame and goats.
Shame and goats?
Mm-hmm.
Shameless?
Shame.
Shameless goats.
That could be a
Shameless
song.
goats?
Shame and goats.
That probably
shame
is a
and
song.
shame
That's like a
and
redneck
shame
song because
and
we're
goats.
talking about. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We're talking 20 seconds of Shame and Goats with Heath Kirk the Circus down here. 20 seconds. You ready?
You're it. You're on.
Get to your rap. 20 seconds.
Rap,
Rap.
Go.
rap. That's about all I
My
do.
mother was a witch.
I bet you are.
She was burned alive.
Good
Why
for
she
you.
sucked the.
Daddy's little bitch. Can she survive? 27 and a 45. You're going to drink that beer and die.
Okay.
We don't know no reason why. We are here today.
With a train.
Good job. That was 30
Yeah.
seconds of the jury.
Am I
doing his rap.
evil?
Good job.
Who?
Am I evil?
Who's Am I Evil?
Oh, come on. You ain't heard no Metallica? Come
Oh,
on.
God. Here we go. We're going back in the day now. We're
We're going back in the day when he was still swimming.
Exactly, in my daddy's ball sack.
The best part of him dripped down his mommy's
That
leg.
was probably me too.
She was sweeter than the ball sack,
Sweeter
too.
than the ball sack.
Hopefully it wasn't my
Couldn't be
daddy's
you.
ball sack.
You were on a fallopian tube.
Y'all
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like this?
You were in an ovary.
This is my sister!
Yeah.
Don't we look the same?
And we kissing cousins.
So if you two get divorced, are you still sister and brother?
No, we cousins.
Kissing cousins?
No, we second cousins because you gotta split the first cousin after the divorce because you got kids. You know, you gotta set
That
it
still
off.
don't seem right.
Heath, how in the redneck terms down here, what would you call that? If your brother or sister got divorced, what would you be then?
Brother and sister got divorced. Still family.
So have you ever?
It just makes for a bad family reunion because you don't know which side of the family to stay on.
Well, which side would you stay on?
The rich side.
I'd go to
Rich side.
I'd go to either side because then I'd need a new date.
He goes either way.
So, what would your new date consist of? What would your criteria be for a new date? Consider you just married your sister and it
date.
didn't work out.
Well, then
Bad.
I'd probably try a cousin.
Date.
See,
Try a
'cause
cousin?
I didn't grow up with her, so she don't know
mom.
that I'm an
She don't know
asshole.
it's your cousin, right? You
Yeah.
just think that's some guy
His
your
aunt?
sister brought, right?
Yeah, something
His
like
aunt.
that.
His aunt.
His aunt.
His aunt.
We're
He likes
touching-
them older
We're
women.
touching the touchy
It's
stomach
great,
there.
great.
Yeah.
Did you say great aunt?
Great aunt?
Great aunt.
No.
Or great
So
uncle?
was she really your aunt?
Which one?
Yeah, you know,
The first one.
the second.
There was
one.
the cousin.
If
there
it
was
was,
the
I
aunt,
don't
the
think I'd have
sister.
got divorced.
There was
No.
the twice removed, smaller nephew.
So,
Oh, we're going nephews now.
so how do you separate
Now
the
we're
will?
gay redneck incest.
If you marry your sister and your parents leave everything to you and your sister, you two get divorced, how do you split that up?
I go there with a truck and trailer and get everything. Together.
A
No,
truck-
what he does,
what
he doesn't
if-
go there with the truck trailer, he goes with the truck and just hooks up the trailer.
Yeah, that's it. He comes up in
Pull out
there.
the whole house.
He brings that Peter car belt up there, that Peter belt, backs up to that double wide trailer and says, "Bitch, you taking that half? I got this."
Yeah, and I put all my shit on my house,
So-
saran wrap it, and take it.
Duct tape it.
Duct tape.
Well, you gotta hold it on somehow.
Yeah.
So it went from a double wide to a single wide.
No, we only went to a half a house.
It's still single wide.
Because she got the kitchen, he got the bar side with the TV and the
Yeah.
commode and the
I can
shower
take
and half the
plywood, cover
bedroom.
up that wall. We'd be all right.
And
Might
she
get a
got
little
the
cold in the
stripper
winter,
pole.
huh?
No, I got spray foam.
She got the stripper pole.
You know,
Kitchen.
I've got to say
Yes.
that, you know, last show we went
Did
to
you say
an
last?
last show we went to an equally racial set. Now we're back to 3 white guys. And I'm just going to say, how does that make you feel, Miss Daisy?
I am part German.
So you're good and tight.
Damn Jews.
Goddamn Volkswagen.
She did not catch what I said. Thank God.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I
What
did.
did you say?
What did you say?
I said she's good and tight.
There's
Good
just-
tight, yeah.
That's funny.
Heath,
So
what,
do
do
you
you
shave
think,
your
what
legs?
do you think about the
Yes.
Germans, Heath?
Yes,
What I think about the Germans?
Yeah.
They're good
very
and tight.
far away. And they
They
talk
should stay
funny.
over there.
They do talk funny, right?
They do talk
They
funny.
do-
Guten
they
Hein
talk
and
funny.
minus longus gross.
I mean, I don't understand why they all want blonde hair and blue eyes. I like a brunette myself.
I like the Latino women myself.
So do
They're
I.
good
Yeah.
too.
I love that spice
Yeah,
in my
so
life.
did, so did my dad. That's why I'm only part German.
Oh, so you're
Oh,
Well,
so your dad's Latino,
Well, hold on,
your
hold on.
mom's German?
Oh, no, okay,
My
okay.
dad is
Wait a
part
minute, wait a
German,
minute,
so
wait a
this
minute,
might
wait
be a true story. We might be brother and sister down
I'm
there.
1/4 German because my dad is half German
And the other
half
half
German
black.
and
and, my,
half,
and half Mexican.
and half Mexican. Wait a minute.
So it was Grandpa that liked his white
A
women.
Germax.
So your grandpa
Yes,
is...
yes, he
There
says
we
he's a
go.
Germex. Yes, yes,
Yes.
Germix.
Germex.
Hey,
Isn't
use
that
on
you
your
clean?
hands?
You clean that, don't you? Like the counters and stuff, like kills all the bacteria.
No, that's
That's
gasoline.
just your hands.
That's gasoline.
Yeah, that's gasoline.
With a match.
Lysol.
So,
That's a Windex.
Hey, Johnson.
Windex is for windows.
You can
uh-uh.
clean
You
anything.
have
can
not
clean
seen
wooden
my
floors.
big fat Greek wedding. He put Windex
Yeah.
on everything.
Use
Yes,
Windex on
yes.
Windex?
There you go.
Wiener
Windex.
decks.
Wiener decks.
Wiener decks on
Wiener decks.
everything.
How did he get a whole full bottle of that? Because I can
If
only
you
shoot
hurt
out a
your
little bit at a
elbow,
time.
you just put some Windex on it.
Well, we're talking about wiener decks.
It's the same thing.
Remind me not to come to y'all's house and I get hurt.
It's on my house.
Yeah. Just take your blow up doll and go home. Cause your
I need
nose
some
is
wiener
running.
decks. I got a boo boo on my ass.
Drink some Sprite and put some Windex on it.
Why do
No
you
wiener
got
decks.
your ass?
Yeah.
Well,
Have you been hanging around with them there rednecks?
no, I've been hanging around with the jury, and like I said, he's like a brick wall.
I got a big deck.
You know, you do got a pretty mouth.
I know I do.
Just letting you know.
You cover yours up with the beard, but I
I
remember
do,
when you
yeah.
had a
Got
pretty mouth.
You ever squeal like a pig?
No,
Y'all
no,
do?
I don't scream at all. I'm very quiet.
That's because you
You
got
got
a
that duct
mouthful
tape.
Yeah,
of
but I've been.
Duct
rooster.
tape.
Duct tape.
He's got a
Can't hear
mouthful
me.
of rooster.
Yeah, he
Not at
does.
all.
You got a mouthful of rooster.
I know from experience he squirms.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the shaved roosters, though.
You just like it when you got them chestnuts going on, don't you?
No, I don't like chestnuts. I like walnuts.
He likes them bigger.
He likes them. Never mind with
You know what they
the
say? The
teabagging.
bigger the better. Just don't get stuck.
Put it in 4-wheel drive and gouge
What are we gouging here?
the big hole.
Which big hole? Your big hole?
You like big holes?
I like
mine
them German holes that are good and tight.
good and tight. Keith, what kind of holes do you like besides sisters?
Besides sisters?
And mothers and
You
aunts
said
and
you like
uncles.
big holes and then getting tight.
You're the only one that caught it.
I think you're so confused with your life right now.
Excuse me, why are you?
Hey, she's just fine.
Our fans are just
Hey,
going
hey,
nuts
hey,
out
don't
here.
poke me there.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about goddamn big holes and big tights and spiders and sheep
Oh
and
my.
duct tape.
We're not going down that path
No,
again.
we're
That was
talking
the
about
first
big
show.
holes. We're talking about big holes here.
Big holes.
Big.
And we
holes.
cannot patch these big holes with duct tape. I'm sorry.
Can we
Nah.
patch big holes with duct
No,
tape?
well,
We're not
you
talking
could try,
about-
but it don't always
Never mind.
work out. That way, you got to get that. You got to get JB Weld sometimes. And bolt
JB
gun.
Weld.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get
Correct.
that hole again.
But it'll be good and tight once you get that JB Weld
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, you might not ever get back out.
Look at
That's
that.
true,
Look
though.
at that. She's on the phone.
It's because y'all
I have
so
like 1,000 freaking passwords on my phone.
passwords. You know what
Passwords.
passwords good for? Not a
Nothing.
goddamn thing.
Nothing.
Getting in the damn way.
Heath
Nah,
Kirk has
just
made so many
getting in the
passwords
way.
he can't ever get back
Blocks
into
me
porn
from getting
sites.
to my own
That's
shit on my
Uh-huh.
phone. Yeah.
You know, they don't just let you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anymore.
No.
He's got to make a new email every week.
Yeah. And then somebody took all the buttons
email
off and they
me
put
your
them in different
password?
spots, so I don't know what number's what anymore.
6, 5, 4, 3, 1.
What was your password?
Oh, you
again?
ate one too.
No, you ate one too.
Now Heath Kirk is.
Oh.
I've got to say, Heath, you've been talking about going into my industry with me, and
Your industry.
Going in
Yes.
your end
my
industry.
His end of
we've been
You're
talking
into
on the
what?
show. We've been talking about Jonah's videos,
his,
and I'm using
Don't do
EvilAnn to
it.
kind of produce mine a little bit out there because
Yeah,
we will be
we're
jointed
industry.
together.
He's
And
talking
Heath,
joints
we've been
and
talking
we're
about
industries.
joining my
I
Jonah
don't even know what
shows.
he's saying.
What ideas would you have for the Jonah show?
Duct tape,
Ideas for the Jonas
whipped
show.
cream, and his wife.
Well, that does sound pretty good.
The duct tape, the whipped cream, or his wife?
The duct tape.
Duct tape and whipped
Duct
cream.
tape. You cannot say that about his wife. His wife is the most caring.
Whose wife we talking about?
Casey's wife, Nat,
Oh, Mary.
Nat, that bug, that Nat.
Oh,
Because one of these,
About her.
no, one of these days you're gonna be laying in the hospital and she's gonna be like, oh my God, I remember that.
That really happened. I was in the hospital and she really stabbed the shit
I
out of me.
wasn't there.
No, I was there.
Oh.
He's like, you didn't have to be there.
You had to be there.
Yeah, you didn't have to be
I
there.
was there and the ex showed up and she did not like that at all.
Is that the one at the club?
Well, it depends on what time we're talking about. You know, I've been in the hospital a lot, and I've had a lot of exes, I guess.
How many times have you been in the hospital? How many times have you been hospitalized?
He's
For more
still
than how long? For more
hospitalized.
than how long?
Well, more than a day.
He's on a
More
day
than
pass.
a day? Probably
He's
like
on a
20.
day pass, folks.
Really?
Yeah, I've been in the hospital a lot. I've got scars everywhere.
Show
have-
us.
You want to? My pants don't drop that low.
Drop it low.
Well, we done
girl.
told you about wrapping your tool and getting that gonorrhea.
Well, I
Goddamn,
told you
son.
she looked good enough to me, and I didn't smell nothing.
Well, goddamn, it's because you had the sinus infection that day. I told you to leave it alone.
I
I
tried
'cause he had
washing it
gonorrhea
out.
up in
I used
told you blow your nose and
I
take
used
a quick sniff.
I
Hey,
used the sniff by
did-
method. It
hey,
didn't work.
I got one
Scratches
question. Did you get a penis injection for that?
No, I got an ass injection, and it really hurt. And I swear, enema must have been there because it went straight up in my ass.
So,
All right, well, that's all the time we got for this show. I'd like to thank y'all again for joining us. And you know, the more videos, the more comments you have on our email, the better the shows can get. So
Yes,
thank y'all
please
again.
give us some input.
please finger us out and show us love.
Don't finger me out.
He's the big one.
You want to tell her? Thank y'all.
Peace
Thank
out.
you.
Let me try with pleasured hands to take you